So what are the top 3 things I recommend to anyone starting their printing journey? Hello and welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things I recommend to anybody starting their printing journey and really are must-haves to be able to get the results you want out of your printer. So before we discuss those 3 things, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel, and also don't forget to sign up to the Fotospeed newsletter for all the exclusive discounts and news from us here at Fotospeed. So that's a little bit of housekeeping out the way. So let's dive in to the 3 things that are going to improve your printing instantly. The first thing I want to talk about is the printer, to be honest. You may have looked at printers and you'll see loads on our website, over 30 odd different printers. So you have to make a decision really. You have to decide on your price point and you have to decide on which inks you would like, if you like dye or pigment. Now, I always recommend going with a printer with at least 6 inks in there. And if it has a grey ink, even better, because you'll be able to get some lovely black and whites out of it. If you can, I would probably look at the pigment machines as well, because they will future-proof you. So the further you get down the printing road, the more expectation you will have. So these 10 or 12 ink pigment machines will really help you to do that as your expectation gets higher as you travel down the road of your printing journey. A couple I do recommend are the P700 and the Pro 300. Both A3 Plus machines, absolutely fantastic. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be color management. Now this covers a broad spectrum, or color spectrum should I say, but we need to get our screen calibrated with a little device like this. This is the Calibrate i1 display. Data Color also do their own, called the Spider. There's the Spider X2 out now as well. What a screen calibrator will do is it will give you consistent results from your screen basically. So it makes the screen display the color correctly and also give you a constant brightness level as well, which is really important. So generally screens are set up for video watching or gaming. So they're usually very bright, very vivid, and also a little bit kind of on the blue side, to be honest. They're kind of really powerful and vibrant. Anyone who's got a Mac out there will know this look as well. So what we need to do is we need to make those colors display correctly and bring it in line a little bit with the printer, because we're gonna also calibrate the printer as well in a second. Now, with a screen calibrator, you just pop it on the screen. The software works really, really nicely, to be honest. It's got a little lens in here. So as you run through the software, it basically just fire color at you on the screen, little patches of color. The device, the lens inside the device here will then measure that color output from the screen, and it will compare it to what the International Color Consortium say it should be. And then it will make the alterations. Hopefully when you finish the process and you go between the before and after, then you will see a massive difference. It normally dulls things down and very slightly bring the brightness down for you as well, because that will match the printer better, because we haven't got a lovely backlit screen on our prints. We're relying on daylight or a light in the room to do it. So that's one thing with color management. Get your calibration right on your screen. That will help you enormously to actually get consistent results. Also, calibrating your screen applies to if you're sending your prints out to be printed as well, because if your screen matches and the printer's screen matches, also been calibrated with one of these devices, then they should match really, and then you can get some better results. Now, the second thing within the color management section is also some good printer profiles. So a printer profile works exactly the same as your screen calibrator effectively, but it's just doing it to the printer. So what it will do is bring the printer in line with how it should be printing according to the International Color Consortium. So we haven't got one of these little devices to actually pop on the printer or anything like that. What we have to do is print off a test chart like these here, And it's basically a raw print, so we don't want any color management or profile being assigned to it. And then, because the profiles are a free service we offer here at Fotospeed, all you have to do is buy a box of our paper and you get this service completely free. What we do have to do though is you need to post these charts into us. So I say it's absolutely free, but we will have to pay for a stamp and an envelope to get them to us. And we just print them off on one sheet of A4. And we've got all these lovely patches here, 924 patches that we've got a spectrophotometer sat in the office that will scan all these in about 30 seconds to a minute. And then we create the profile for you and email it back to you. I can't recommend this service enough, and it's free as well. So really take advantage of it. Now that's custom profiles. We also have on the website what's called generic profiles. Now these are profiles that are made on all our lovely printers that are sat in front of me, just behind the camera, and also the one at the back here. So we will print off these charts on all the printers we've got in our showroom and also profile them. Now, all printers will print slightly differently, but if your eye will be able to see it is another thing. So it's worth doing the custom ones. However, if you're just testing papers, the generic profiles, as they're called on our website, will do you absolutely fine. But once you've decided on papers, I highly recommend having some custom ones done because it will give you the best color. Okay, the third point I have is paper. You need really good quality paper. And luckily here at Fotospeed, we do that. The best way to kind of look at papers and pick the right paper for your image is to learn the papers to start with. Now, the easiest way to do that is to invest in some of our test packs. This is the Fine Art Glossy test pack I've got here. However, we do a photo range test pack, which is like the luster, pearls and gloss, or the everyday papers as we like to call them. Then we split our fine art papers, which are really like the gold standard of printing, into a glossy test pack, which has got the papers like the Platinum Brighter in and Gloss Art 5, all these lovely darkroom feel papers. We also do matte papers as well. So we've got the Fine Art Smooth, which contains beautiful 100% cotton papers, bookmaking papers, etc., which are a smooth finish. Some have a little texture, but most of them are smooth. Also, we have our Fine Art Matte Textured Test Pack, which is for the textured papers. Now, I always say picking a paper is the hardest thing to do because everyone is different. When I ever try to answer the question to a customer on the phone, I usually find it's never quite the right answer because you may not think so, but you'll probably have an idea of paper already in your head. And test packs are a great way to kind of find that paper and find out which ones you like. One tip with test packs is, first of all, feel the papers. Obviously wash your hands, but feel the papers and you'll very quickly go, oh, I love the feel of that one because that's 100% cotton. Or that one feels a bit stiff to me. It's not really for me. But I guarantee if you ask someone else, they'll pick completely different ones. So that's my big tip for test packs, is to kind of experiment. Perhaps if you shoot black and white, color, and do some different genres, lay them up on an A4 page in Photoshop or Lightroom or whatever you're going to be using, print them off and have a look at them. You could cut them down even and compare between different papers. Also, you could chop them in half because there are A4 sheets in the test pack. So chop them in half and then print a print on one and then another one and just see how things react for you as well. Those are my three things that I would recommend to think about investing in when you're starting your printing journey. It will improve your printing, the consistency that profiles give. Also, the match between screen and paper. There's always going to be a slight difference, but we'd like to get at least 90% there, and then we've only got 10% to worry about with all the other little things that could change things. And then paper, test packs and paper, that is going to really elevate your printing as well, because if you print on good quality paper, then you're going to get better results. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed newsletter on photospeed.com. Now, we release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday on the Fotospeed YouTube channel. So I will see you next week.